7:35, time to focus on business. Our business editor, Mike Eppel, joining us this morning. Mike, a lot of people are still talking about how gasoline prices are staying high while oil continues to fall.
Yeah, indeed, Ted. We've got it down below $42 a barrel for West Texas Intermediate this morning. The Western Canadian Select price is much below that, and yet in all, we still have elevated gas prices. Comparatively speaking, we're still down from where we were a year ago, but one of the issues has been a refinery outage in and around Chicago. That has been one of the excuses. We've actually seen less demand for oil specifically because refinery levels have been fairly elevated. So we've got this market disconnect right now, and the Canadian dollar is certainly still playing a factor in all of this. Americans are paying $2.67 on average per gallon. That's a lot lower in certain states stateside, and a lot of the analysts are figuring in the U.S. you could be looking at $2 a gallon again by the fall. We are being hampered somewhat by the weak valuation of the Canadian dollar because, of course, oil and refined gasoline is priced in U.S. dollars before it gets shipped around to the markets. So that is all at play. I mentioned the price for oil below $42 a barrel this morning because Japan's economy contracted in the second quarter. Not in a recession, but they've tried everything with that economy to try to get it going. They've done all sorts of economic stimulus, and still it is struggling. You've got the Greek bailout that's into the voting phase for Eurozone governments this week, and then a month from today, the U.S. Federal Reserve may or may not raise interest rates. So a lot of things at play here as we start this new trading week. Of course, last week it was all about the Chinese yuan, the currency revaluation, which led to all sorts of summertime market volatility. Of note this week, economic calendar includes inflation data for the U.S. and Canada, so those are going to be big signals for central banks when it comes to interest rate policy. And we have a couple of stocks in the spotlight to start this week. One is Disney, because on Saturday, Disney CEO Bob Iger held the annual conference for Disney shareholders and investors and unveiled plans for Star Wars-themed theme parks in Orlando at Disney World and Disneyland in Anaheim. Those are all in conjunction with the Star Wars movies, which of course Disney now owns the rights to, and those are coming out over the next successive years. They want to revamp Hollywood studios. And also, quickly, Tesla is up sharply this morning, Ted, because Morgan Stanley analyst says that stock's probably going to double his words because they're betting big on autonomous vehicles. Self-driving cars, yes, the wave of the future. Not interested. I still like a stick shift of all things. Like being in control.
There you go.
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. Thanks, Mike.
Makes fun more driving.
Yeah, no kidding. Right?
Makes driving more fun.
Yeah, you have to shift yourself. Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. Thanks, Mike. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting this morning. You can hear Mike on 660 News here in Calgary at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by 660 News.